Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the happy hour at Club Allure with your girl, the Diva Patrice. Well, I haven't been on in a while, and it's just been a lot of stuff going on in the background that I had to take care of. I'm in the middle of a big project, and it's taking up a lot of my time, so I haven't had a chance to really get into what I really want to get into. But first and foremost, we have to start with our drink of the evening, which is going to be just your standard cosmopolitan. You got to get your Cosmo glass, your martini glass to be technical. As far as a Cosmo, it's just your favorite vodka, triple sec, liqueur, cranberry juice, and lime juice. So I have it in my shaker. Of course, I've already shaken it up. So I'm just going to pour it into my martini glass now. And it's just a beautiful color, beautiful color. It's nice and cold. All right, let's get that out the way. All right. Cheers to a beautiful Tuesday night. I'm not on my normal Friday night. I'm going to try to do this probably daily. I want to get out a lot of information. Party night will be Friday night. Let's taste our Cosmo. Oh, that is so good. So cold, so cold. All right, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Again, this is the happy hour. We got our drink here, and of course, I always got my sage burning in the background just to give off really nice positive energy. I got some nice soft music playing in the background. I do not own the rights to that music, just something to soothe the air as well. So nice reggae. Also, I just want to get into just some news, some celebrity news. I like to start with some crazy celebrity news, and then I'm going to get into what my subject is, which is going to be traveling on a budget. Traveling on a budget. It's like saying you balling on a budget, because that's exactly what it is. Because when you go and travel somewhere, you want to look like you have a lot of money. You want to look like you don't have to be like, oh, how much is that, before you go ahead and do what you want to do out there. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys some tips, just some info, some things that I have come across in my years of traveling. I have a lot of trips that I am doing this year and next year. So I'm just going to go ahead and share that information with you. All right, let's go ahead and sip, smoke if you got it. All right. Yes, smoke if you got it. When I do open the doors to Club Allure, there will be a smoking area. I do want to have a guy or a female making hand-rolled cigars. I think that is very cool here in Florida and Tampa. It's a really big thing. So I would definitely like to keep that tradition. There's a lot of places down here in Tampa, especially Ybor City, where everywhere you walk is a cigar shop and someone is rolling right in the window, and it's just pretty cool to watch. So I definitely want to keep that same type of tradition being here in Florida. So definitely be looking out. There will be more information on Club Allure. It is coming in the name of Jesus. Thank you. All right, so let's get into some celebrity news. I've just been looking and just following TMZ. I love TMZ, because if TMZ don't say it, then it ain't real. That's how I feel right about now with the stuff that's going on. But I've seen that there's a big boxing superstar called Gervonta Davis. He's really big right now. He's a champion, and he apparently surrendered to the Coral Gables Police Department for domestic violence against his ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. Why you still messing with her? I have no idea, and why she would put herself around him if he's the ex. I have no idea, especially if you know that he can, become violent towards you. I just don't understand, but thank goodness he turned himself in. Hopefully this does not mess up his career. Hopefully he can learn from this and move on. All right, let's get into some more news. Oh my goodness. excuse me. I can find my notes here. All right, so I was looking, and I don't know how many of you guys watching this is familiar with the old school show 90210. It was really, really big back in the 90s, and everybody wished they were to 90210 and was in that school with all those beautiful people. It was just a really cool show to watch if you were old enough to understand. But Sharon Doherty, who was a character on that show, or who was an actress on that show, she just reported that she is dying from stage 4 cancer. So I just want to let you guys know, just keep a prayer just for her, for anyone that is suffering with this disease, your family. Just pray. Prayer, it really works. I understand that, you may not be able to pray away the cancer, especially in stage 4 cancer, but you can pray for her strength. You can pray for her, her comfort. Just it's always a nice gesture just to throw prayers up at God. That's what feeds him. That's what definitely feeds his soul, to help for him to be able to shine and help out everywhere where he is needed. But he needs our voice to go ahead and throw those prayers up, real prayers. So I just go ahead and I just feel, sorry for her, and I just hope that she's comfortable and just be able to get through this strong. All right, on to some little wacky news right now. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott are looking like they're trying to get back together again, I guess for the sake of the child, or maybe they do love each other. Well, who the hell cares? Who cares? But it's on TMZ. TMZ feels like this is something that needs to be talked about. My only thing is, the reason why I picked this story is because I like Travis Scott. I like his music. And I like Kylie Jenner. I feel she grew up a little too fast, but that was the environment, but I do, love her energy. I love that she is trying to she has made her own name in that household of Kardashians, even though that's not her last name. So I definitely, for the sake of the child, I hope they do get back together and just grow up. Just grow up and be grown folks. Because in this industry that they are in, nobody is playing fair. Everybody is just out to get everybody else, and nobody is growing up. Nobody grows up until they get into our age, into your 40s, and now behind that you have messed up a whole bunch of females along the way. And I just don't think it's fair, especially in this day and age. You would think us older people, us older mentors, especially the Jay-Z's and the this and the that, would tell the Travis Scotts, like, come on, man, she could be the one. one. If not, deal with yourself and be in your own world. Get your shit up. Get your millions up. And the right one will come. Drink. Yes, Cosmo. Yes, Hunty. Yes, Cosmo. But I just hope all these young ones get it together one day and they just making babies and moving on. Just don't make no sense. These poor kids. Thank God they're rich, honey. Anyway, another couple in the news. My Tony Romo. I love my Tony Romo. Apparently he has dumped his girlfriend, Jessica Simpson. I don't know what happened, but apparently it got back to him that she been messing around with John Mayer. My question is, have y'all seen what Tony Romo look like nowadays? And what John Mayer is looking like nowadays? John is hot. That little boy is cute. Anyway, Tony need to fix his face, get it together. Because Jessica Simpson still looks young, she still looks good. And if John is like trying to take that away from you, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You better get it together, honey. If not, call me, Tony. Call me, Tony. But anyway, my last thing as far as celebrity news, which this has still got me baffled. Who in the world is Billie Eilish? And how in the world did she win 5 Grammys? What has happened to the Grammys? I just don't, I don't understand. What, you mean to tell me there was nobody else in these other categories that could have won? I don't get it. You mean to tell me Beyonce wasn't in one of these categories? You can't tell me. Who is she? I've never heard of this child. I don't know. Now, one of her songs. When did the Grammys turn into this? I don't understand. I don't understand. But it is what it is. It is what it is. There's just awards. If you are big and you got millions and you got all these franchises under you, who cares about a Grammy Award before? Keep it moving, Beyonce and Jay-Z. Y'all don't need that mess. You don't need that mess. Y'all good. Well, anyway, what I want to talk about, drink. I want to talk about traveling on a budget. I believe that you do not have to be rich. You do not have to have this high-paying job. You do not have to be single with no kids in order to travel. That last one is better, but it's better if you don't. But you don't have to be rich. And I say that because I have witnessed people on trips, to overseas trips, Vegas trips, who I thought wouldn't have made it because I'm like, she ain't, you know, I'm already prejudging the girl. And she get there and her pockets is fat. So when I sat and I talked to her and I asked her, I was like, girl, you work at so-and-so, which is, you know, a place where it's not minimum wage-ish, but it's close to it. How do you manage to do, you know, your trip like this? We out here in Vegas, you throwing money around, your pockets is fat. What you do, girl? Tell me your secret. Jesus, I had to get into the mindset of not thinking that, oh, I can't do it. I gotta wait till next check. I gotta do this and I can't do that because of this and that. I had to get out of that mindset and and just do it. There is that saying that says you will, I think it says you will make time for things you love, things you want to do. You will make it happen. I have also witnessed people who I know can afford to go on trips, who has a great job, but will swear up and down they can't do it, they ain't got the money, and they will just be flaky with like the travel agency payments or when are we doing that, when we get there and they don't have money for this and that and they're counting every dollar and they're asking how much is this and that. And when I ask them, I'm nosy like that. I just ask people straight up, and my BFF can definitely vouch for that because I anything comes out my mouth, it comes out first before I really think about it. And I try to work on that, but I had to ask them, aren't you, you got a great job. Why are you worried about how much money you're spending here when we knew where we were going? We knew you would have to have money, for different things we wanted to do. And they said it's my spending habits at home. It is me just buying unnecessary things at home. I have a lot of bills that come out of my check, stuff like that. I said, oh wow, you have two people on two different ends of the spectrum, literally on two ends of the spectrum, but are able to go to the same vacation spot but enjoy it differently. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I learned and I'm still learning. I'm still learning to watch what I spend here. I love traveling. That's like my thing. I always want to do. I don't want to go out and club no more. I'm over that, But every now and then I feel a ratchet. I want to go to the club. But other than that, clubbing every week, going out drinking every week, out driving around every week. It's just, no. I like to be at home, hold on to a little bit of ducats that I can so I can plan the trips that I want to plan each year. I can take spur of the moment trips whenever I can, and that's because I have learned to travel / ball on a budget. My biggest thing that I'm still working on that may hinder me or may hinder one time me going somewhere is me spending money on Amazon. That's like a big thing. Amazon got it. I go on Amazon for everything. And that I have to slow down on that. My sorority stuff, I'm always buying sorority stuff like that. Stuff for my warehouse for my online store, I'm always buying that. So I have to slow down on some of that stuff or consolidate something. So I'm still working on that aspect of me, but I've learned to throw a little money to the side or put a money, because I have like 2-3 trips right now that I am paying on to go this year and next year. So every now and then I go and I throw a little money over here, $100 on this trip, $100 on that trip, $100 on that trip within 1 month. That's like 2 paychecks or 3 paychecks, depending on how many jobs I am doing in that month, which is also a good thing. A way to um, keep extra money is to have side hustles. Um, I have two other side hustles on top of, well, I have two side hustles on top of my regular 9 to 5 job. Excuse me. Drink. So I try to budget that in. So that means those weeks that I do those extra hundreds, that means that that's a week that I'm not going to buy a wig. That's a week that I'm not going to go out and buy a pair of shoes or a purse or something like that, because I got goals. I want to go and get on these trips. I got a cruise coming up. I'm going to Mexico, which I need to rethink that. I'm going to Mexico. I'm where else? I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to Orlando. And within those trips, there are things that I want to do and see and experience while I'm in those cities. Whether I'm going to these cities and countries for business or pleasure, I don't want to just be confined in doing just sitting around looking at my hotel room or a hotel bar, which that's where I do spend a lot of my time at. But other than that, I want to be able to go out and see the area, experience the nightlife and stuff like that. That's where I want to go to the club when I'm away somewhere, because that's what I saved up my money for, But other than that, side hustles. Get you side hustles. I do Lyft and I do DoorDash when I'm not being lazy. I'm not going to say I'm consistent on those, but especially when it comes crunch time and I know I need all this extra money to go on my trip in the next few months, I jump out my car and I'm doing my Lyft driving, especially Friday, Saturday nights. There's a lot of festivals coming up. Yeah. Next year, Super Bowl time, I'm already cranking my brain to see what kind of something I'm going to do to make me some money during that time. I definitely don't want to do Lyft because that's going to be too much gridlock driving and I have a stick shift. It's not going to work for me. So, Super Bowl next year is going to be here in Tampa. Whoop, whoop. So, drink. So I want to think of something that I can do to make me some money. So I might have me some pop-up shops coming up to where I'm selling my, apparel or stuff like that. I might make some things. I'm making a purse right now out of some old BDU uniforms. So I'm just cranking my wheels, trying to get these creative juices flowing to see exactly what I want to do to capitalize on Super Bowl coming, and that's a whole year from now. So that's what you have to think like that. You got to get your goals out ahead of you, and you want to start working on those goals. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm rich or anything like that. Far from it. But I definitely have been to a lot of seminars and classes where I'm sorry, I'm out in my lanai and I can hear something splashing around in the water out there. I hope it's not an alligator. But I've learned to force myself to stay motivated and to hold this money to the side or put this money on a trip. Go out there and make some money today, Trees. Get up off that couch and go make you some money, Trees. Drink. So, but I definitely will be documenting my trips. My first trip that I will be documenting is an Orlando trip that I am going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to Orlando this Friday for the weekend, and it's for business, but what I do away from that business will be documented. I'm going to document the hotel. Also, that's another thing on the hotels. When you're traveling on a budget, cheap tickets is my best friend. Cheap tickets is my best friend. I'm also a Hilton Honors member and all of that stuff, and I get my points together when I'm trying to feel bougie, and I go and pay all that money to pay and to stay in those hotels just to get my points. I can do it because I will get the money together in the name of Jesus. You hear me? But if you know you don't have the money right now to put onto a hotel room, cheaptickets.com will let you get your hotel room now and pay when you get to that hotel. It's called reserve now, pay later. So that's the type of rooms I look for when I go somewhere, especially around here or Atlanta or somewhere close. But when I'm really feeling myself and I want to feel the bouginess and stuff like that, I will go onto my Hilton Honors page and I will get me a real nice $300 hotel room and use every amenity they got in there. You hear me, girl? But cheap tickets is my best friend. I love cheap tickets. I use them every time I do go somewhere, unless I'm going overseas. Of course, I call my travel agent in Delaware. I don't know why I have her still in Delaware, but I have a travel agent in Delaware that I use when I'm going overseas or somewhere where I need to just pay on it and not pay right up front on it. That's another way that you can travel on a budget. Travel agent. You put your little $150 down and you can pay on it for a whole year before you go on a trip. Budget! And that whole time you know you're going somewhere in a year, you can save money that whole year. So when you go on that trip, your pockets is fat. So I hope you enjoyed these tips that I have given you this evening. I do have one more thing. I do have a gift that I do want to give away, just a little token. I have this very cute makeup bag, very, very nice makeup bag with some goodies inside. So the first person to subscribe to my page and comment on this video can have this bag with the goodies inside. It's not a lot, just a few beautiful items that I'm starting to add to my website. These pretty bags, I have a lot of different type of designs on these bags. Also, I have 2 matte lip glosses, 2 different shades, and I have a beautiful eyeliner. These all are yours if you subscribe to my page and comment on this video. So anyone that would like that, definitely come on, get your bag. It's very cute. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the items in there, they are great items. I do use those items. Try them out. Get your bag. Hit that subscribe button and comment on this video. Okay, so I hope you had a good time tonight. I hope you had your favorite drink. I hope you got a lot of tidbits on traveling on a budget. Be looking out for my video Friday when I go on my Orlando trip, and you'll see the fun stuff that I have going on. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed night.